few years ago during Christmas time, my buddy had ordered 500 pair of fake AirPods from China. And I know what you're thinking. Yes, I helped him sell them, and yes, I got caught, and I got caught selling them in the worst way. And no, I'm not proud of this desperate moment in my life, and the only reason that I'm telling this story is that you don't get scammed, okay? My buddy brings over 20 pair of them for me, and they're all in the box, they're all sealed. It's got the Apple logo on it and everything. I say, wow, this looks good. Do they work? He's like, I don't know, I haven't opened one yet. I was like, okay, let's unbox them. So we get a box open, we hook them up to the Bluetooth, and then we put the AirPods or the Sound Daddies or whatever you want to call them in our ears. They work. So now it is time for me to make an ad. So I type them in on Facebook Marketplace just to see what they were selling for. Around the time it was the second generations and they were selling for about $120. So I priced mine at $100. So I put in the description of the ad, hey, these are brand new in the box. I got them as a gift, which wasn't a lie. And I don't need them. Who wants them? 30 minutes later, my phone rings. Boom, it's the first play. They're like, hey, you're asking 100. Will you take 80? I was like, yeah, I'll take 80. Where you at? So I meet up with him. First guy was a Hispanic gentleman, and he was really nice. You know, I pulled up on him. Hola. Mota, oh, okay, well, here you go. Adios. Everything went smooth. Next thing you know, I'm riding circles around Nashville, selling them here, selling them there, selling them everywhere. It was great until I tried selling them to the wrong guy. This guy, he was an older guy. To me at the time, I was like 20. This dude's probably 30. He's like, hey, I'm at the gym. Pull up to this gym. I said, bet, I am on my way. I pull up at the gym. I'm like, all right, I'm here. He's like, okay, come in. I'm like, wow, that's a little weird, but here I come. I walk in the gym and I'm waiting on him and I message him. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm right here. You know, come on. And then the guy behind the desk of the gym's like, hey, man, what are you doing here? And I can't just necessarily say, oh, I'm here to sell some counterfeit AirPods and then leave very quickly. So I'm like, oh, I'm meeting somebody. And he's like, all right. About 30 seconds later, this big, swolled up Brock Lesnar looking white guy starts walking towards me. He's like, hey, are you the dude with the AirPods? I'm like, yeah, come on. He was like, hey, do you mind if I take him out of the box and hook him up to my phone real quick? And like, he's like 3 feet away from me, so it'd be super sketchy if I told him no. So I was like, yeah, go ahead, man. Now remember, they actually do work and connect to the Bluetooth, so somehow I still thought this was gonna work, but this dude was way more hip to it than I thought he was. So he opens the box and he takes him out of the case and he's looking at the case. That's peculiar. Like he's looking at a damn bird's nest or something. And then he hooks him up to his phone. And then when he hooks him up to his phone, it's a long, awkward pause. I'm like, woo, daddy, you got the money? He's like, what do you think this is? I was like, I think this is me selling you AirPods. He goes, where'd you get these? I kid you not, I was so nervy, I almost said I stole them. But I remembered the script, and I was like, oh, they were a gift. And he's looking at his phone, he said, a gift, huh? And he looks up at me, he goes, a gift from who? And in my mind, I'm thinking, what the fuck does it matter, dude? Shut up and give me the money. But he was big, and I was scared, so I was like, my sister? He's like, your sister would give you fake AirPods as a gift? I said, fake! And I was like, bro, it ain't nothing fake about them. Like, if you want a little lower price, we can negotiate, but you ain't got to do all that. He's like, nah, since you're so smart, let me show you something then. Let me show you. I'm like, ah. And then he started showing me his phone, and what he showed me was under the Bluetooth tab of the settings, when you hook up fake AirPods, it'll say AirPods, but once you click on that lowercase I inside the circle, it'll be blank. And the real ones will all have a serial number and everything else. So I started apologizing, copping deuces. I'm like, big bro, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Like, I'm going to call my sister right now. And in my mind, I'm like, dang, I can't sell them because the box is already open. He's like, look, obviously we can't do the original price. What if I give you 20? I was like, okay, bet. So the moral of the story is someone goes to sell you AirPods on Facebook Marketplace, hook them up to your phone, and click on the information button.